The federal government's 457 visa program has created conditions that encourage the exploitation of foreign workers. Fact: in recent years, the federal government has cut funding for the TAFE system by nearly 24%, leaving our workforce with a shortage of skilled workers. Fact: since the Howard government took office, 350,000 skilled migrant workers had been admitted to the country, while 300,000 young Australians had been turned away from TAFEs. Fact: the 457 visa program is simply a wage-cutting device, just like the rest of the government's IR laws. Fact: Australian workers miss out on jobs and training because it is cheaper and easier for employers to exploit people from overseas. There have been hundreds of documented cases describing the abuse and exploitation of foreign workers. Fact: these violations of human rights often take the form of substandard pay and conditions, with some companies providing overpriced accommodation and transport that is deducted from employees' wages. Fact: foreign workers are often sacked or threatened with deportation if they speak up about problems or adverse work conditions. Fact: 457 visa holders are often inadequately trained and lack the necessary language skills to properly understand safety procedures. Fact: many foreign workers have injured themselves on Australian work sites. This year alone, 3 have been killed in work-related accidents. With up to 100 visas being issued every day, the government does not have the resources to effectively monitor this program. Fact: 500 cases of alleged exploitation of temporary visa workers have been investigated this year, but around half of the investigations have not yet been completed. Fact: the government has admitted it conducts site checks on less than 1 in 5 employers. Fact: the Immigration Department has just 65 officers to monitor compliance with visas, which makes it impossible to police more than 100,000 visa holders. Fact: the US State Department has documented reports that for some migrant workers in Australia, labour conditions amounted to slavery, debt bondage, and involuntary servitude. The Workplace Relations System. Know where you stand,